RPS addressed masking at their meeting tonight.
Yeah, KIMT News 3's Anthony Monzon was there, and he joins us now to explain what Med City parents can expect going forward.
Well, Katie and George, at a contentious school board meeting that we've all seen video from earlier this month, the school board directed interim superintendent Dr. Kent Pakel to update the district's masking rules to reflect the latest guidance from health experts. As things would have it, hours before Dr. Pakel was sent to present his recommendations to the school board, the CDC again revised its guidance for school buildings as district leaders prepared to take on another round of passionate comments from community members. Another crowded, contentious afternoon under the sun outside the Edison building. Community members, parents, students, educators, and even faith leaders standing side by side waiting to speak with members of the Rochester Public School Board, yet miles apart on the issues before them. Inside the boardroom, conditions were just as crowded, muggy, and hot as outside it, both physically and ideologically.
Critical race theory, from my perspective, has become the foundation for your operation.
The subject of critical race theory once again rearing its head, a theory RPS says it doesn't teach, and one not scheduled for discussion at the meeting.
I do not teach critical race theory. I do, however, teach my students to think critically and welcome conversations around race, racism, and the impacts of systematic racism.
Go to Chicago, there's dozens and dozens of black on black crime every weekend. If Black Lives Matter, truly black
in the future, if you want to talk to the board, I hope it will be, I don't hope, we expect it must be about a school district issue.
It is a school district. You're bringing BLM into our school.
Masking in classrooms, however, was another issue drawing mixed opinions from community members.
As a father, as a pastor, as a citizen, as for guidance from public health, education that focuses on equity and inclusion and love of the neighbor.
I'm asking you to please let us make our own choices for our kids and not mandate masking. It should be optional. We have rights, God-given rights that should be upheld.
I urge you to not start making decisions based upon personal religious beliefs, emotions, rumors, or information you found on your neighbor's cousin's Facebook page.
The public comments coming before district leaders approved a new masking policy requiring face coverings for all students ages 2 through 12, while strongly encouraging them for anyone older.
The logic of that recommendation is that those children cannot be vaccinated and therefore they don't have that level of protection.
While the district's updated policy stops short of new guidance from the CDC recommending masks for all K through 12 students nationwide, Dr. Pakel says that could still change in the months ahead.
My recommendation to the board could change in both directions. I wish I could tell the board this is the last time you need to be dealing with this, but I think it's very likely that we will need to continue to be responsive to this situation over time.
And Dr. Pakel notes while the topic of masking is certainly a headline grabber, RPS is still making decisions on a number of other coronavirus safety measures, including social distancing and welcoming volunteers back into its buildings. He adds some of those will be taken up as early as the beginning of August. Katie, George.
All right, thanks, Anthony.